She couldn't keep a job. I mean, it's a handicap.
Yeah, it
It
is.
it really is a handicap. And I have no judgment, and I love that community. I love to see people go through recovery because it's hard. It's hard, and she never did. So we left Newark and moved to New Orleans, where she was the first Miss New Orleans. She was a beautiful redhead, and 3 weeks after my 12th birthday, she overdosed and died, and I came home
Oh,
from
Lisa.
school, and she was dead, and I had a cousin who was down the street who just happened to be waiting outside because my mother didn't answer her phone that day, and she was suspicious, because if you have someone in your life who battles addiction and they're all of a sudden quiet, or ghosting you,
Mm.
that's when people ask questions like, "What's going on?" So at 47, my mother had overdosed. I was the love of her life. So for a long time, I thought it was suicide, and I worked for a psychiatrist 30 years ago doing some marketing for her, and I explained everything that happened, and she said, "Your mother didn't kill herself." I went, "How do you know?" She goes, "Oh, drunks are real sloppy." And my mother was taking painkillers the night she died, so she
Oh,
was drinking
mixed
the
and matched?
wine.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was
Oh,
too much, and anyone
yeah.
who knows anything about redheads,
Oh,
they know that they're real sensitive to a lot of things, and so it was just
oh,
too
wow.
much. And I don't even know she took the whole bottle. I mean, it doesn't she just had some pain, she'd broken her toe, and that was Darvon in the '70s. I don't even know if they prescribe that anymore. So that was a Tuesday in my 6th grade year in Gretna, which is on the West Bank of New Orleans. Town, Gretna. People in that area will know where I'm talking about. And so I had this cousin who was up the street, but she had 4 young children. She had been widowed. Her husband was killed in a sniper incident. He was a New
Oh my
Orleans police
goodness.
officer. And so she couldn't take me. She wanted to. She said, "You can stay here, but I have no place for you." So I had cousins in Arkansas who I'd met one time, and the cousin came to New Orleans, to Gretna, and came to get me and said, "Let's just go to Arkansas to give you." I really had no place to stay because I called my father and said, "Hey, mom's dead." And he said, "Nothing I can do about it." And I had a
Oh my
brother
gosh.
16 years older because remember, she had all the miscarriages in those 16 years and finally had me. And he was in New York and he just said, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. So for all intents and purposes, I was really an orphan. So these cousins in Arkansas said, "Just come to our house. We just built a home in a small,
Oh,
small town, and we have 2 children. One is your age," and so that they would be my second cousins, their children, and they moved me in, and I never left. I mean, the Gibson
aw,
family was their name. They adopted me.
aw,
I
that's
I
awesome.
changed my last name to Gibson, so I was Lisa Kaplan Gibson. I named my children after them, so they're very, very dear to me. They passed away a few years ago, but they were very dear to me and made huge sacrifices. They too battled addiction and alcoholism, though. So it was kinda
Wow,
everywhere I
tough.
looked, and I guess because of that, it's made me think, I don't wanna do that. I used to be a social drinker, I don't even do that anymore, but, I have a half sister in Manhattan, so my father, fathered, a woman's baby out of wedlock well, he was married to my mother, and she's in New York, and I met her finally 20 years ago. We finally met. We looked a lot alike. We had so many similarities.
Cool.
She's in advertising. I mean, it just shows genetics. But she
Yeah,
too never battled addiction, didn't care much about it because she had seen it modeled in a way that it wasn't attractive to us. Other people run to it because that's what was patterned for them.
right, yes,
And for us, it
and
made us go, I'm not interested.